Makueni County, one of the most expansive counties in Kenya, featuring a hilly terrain with ever-winding roads that lead to its capital, Wote. The county is known as the home of sweet and delicious mangoes and some of the most welcoming people. The agricultural sector is an integral part of the economy of Makueni, employing approximately 78% of the population and contributing a similar percentage to household incomes. Climate change and inconsistent rains, however, remain a big challenge for the agricultural sector in Makueni. According to the climate risk profile for Makueni County in 2013, there was a 70 to 90% crop failure in the county, with major crops like maize, cowpeas and green grams registering low production. This left about 60,000 people dependent on food assistance.
Hapa bila maji wanakuwa vakavu kabisa. Ukame ile hakuna. Maji tunaenda kuchota huko mitoni, bali maji ya kutoka chini kuna chumvi. Uwezi ukapanda mboga nayo. Uwezi hata kunywa, tunakunywa kwa sababu hakuna maji mahali pengine. Huko hakuna maji.
Maji inakuanga na shida sana. Kuona maji huku inakuanga kitu ngumu sana, hata kupanda miti naenda kuchukua maji bali sana tukakuja kuweka hiyo miti.
It is for this reason and the need to increase agricultural productivity and profitability in the county and 21 other counties in Kenya that the National Agricultural Rural Inclusive Growth Project NARIGP was launched.
We appreciate the project of NARIGP. At least it's improving livelihoods, not to the vulnerable or to the youth or everybody, but to the people of Makueni County. And the citizenry of Makueni County appreciate our project and welcome it to its implementation and support it through. That means they like it.
The project is seeking to improve livelihoods and reduce vulnerabilities of targeted rural communities in the county while supporting 4 value chains: mango, green grams, tomato, and poultry.
Actually, we have had so many NGOs, so many donors in our ward, but NARIGP has been the best because it has given the terms and conditions which the farmers have taken and have relied on them positively.
To this end, the NARIGP project is undertaking community-driven development, strengthening producer organizations, developing value chains, and supporting county community-led development, and as such, several institutions were set up, each performing different roles. These include the County Project Steering Committee, the County Technical Advisory Committee, and the County Project Coordination Unit. Also at the community level, the Community-Driven Development Committees, or CDDCs, were established. CDDCs comprise of elected leaders who represent beneficiaries in the target communities. Under the CDDCs, a number of subcommittees are established to perform specific tasks. These include project management, procurement, monitoring and evaluation, finance and social audit and integrity subcommittees. To support community-driven development in Makueni, the project has so far mobilized the community and completed the Participatory Integrated Development, or PICD, process across 20 wards. Through this, each ward has managed to establish their own community-driven development committee that has supervised various common interest groups to develop proposals for funding.
We went to the zones where the farmers explained their problems in the area. The problems were captured and ways of getting the solutions. Then from there we had action plan where they came up with the problems and the solutions of the area. Then from there we wrote the PICD, the reports. Then after that, the farmers wrote the proposals. So what we were doing, we were just assisting briefly the farmers to come up with the proposals.
So far, 167 proposals have already been approved and funded to the tune of 66 million Kenya shillings. 50% of the funds have been disbursed to the groups and implementation has begun.
And we also told we have got 4 windows. The NARIGP had 4 windows. And one window was SLM, Sustainable Land Management. There was another window for marketing and orientation. And we had also VMG. VMG, that is vulnerable marginalized groups. Those are people with disabilities. So the other value chain, the others were the 3 other value chains. In our ward, the proposals which were approved, they were funded. We were given 1.7 M.
So in Bitini, it is only 80 proposals which have been funded. We went for the check at Kwakavoka, ATC, 20th July 2019. From there is when we were given way out and trained on procurement, on how to go about with procurement. The first one for nutrition, we are supposed to give a group which was funded 50,000 chicken, 50 chicken layers, of which we delivered to them, and immediately, because they were 4 months and above, after 2 to 3 weeks, they started laying and they are doing well. We had another group for poultry, which wrote their technology or their micro project depended on incubation technology. They were given from their budget, they had the incubator and even chicken. With the chicken, we have supplied to them 125, and they are also laying at this moment. With the VMG, they also had a project of poultry, whereby we are supposed to supply them with chicken, whereby we supplied them with 200 chicken of 2 months. The other one is also about chicken. They were given, they had the technology of improving indigenous chicken through feed formulation. So they were given a chicken house to construct, and they were supposed to be given chicken. So for now, they have been doing the construction of the house.
In 2018, the Triple K group in Kasikeu ward came together after getting news of the project. In their proposal, the group requested for funding to help them improve on green gram production. So far, the proposal is among those approved.
For this green gram, they have already received the certified seeds. They have also received the insecticides, and for now, because they have started harvesting, we are doing efforts to get the thresher and the amniotic bags for the storage.
Tumeshapata mbegu iko pale shambani, tumepanda ndengu, tunaendelea sasa. Tumefikia wakati wa kuvuna. Sasa ndio tumeanza kuvuna na ndengu yetu imezaa vizuri.
Within the year, we have also developed another 385 proposals and that component. Those proposals have been approved and they're just pending funding.
The project has also mobilized stakeholders and established stakeholder forums and platforms for each value chain. This has been achieved through the strengthening producer organizations and value chain development component. Through the same component, the project has supported and mobilized the community to come up with and segregate into producer organizations. One such organization has qualified for an upgrading grant worth 20 million Kenya shillings that has already been approved.
We identified the Makueni Fruits Value Chain Investment Cooperative Society, and that is the one which qualified, or after the analysis we carried out, we found this cooperative qualified for a grant under component 2, and they came up with a proposal, and their project proposal is 20 million, whereby they have 3 sections to fund. They are funding the upgrading of their nursery, that is fruit tree nursery, for the production of certified mango seedlings. And the other part is the campaign towards elimination or reduction of mango weevil, which is prevalent in Makueni. And we want to have pest-free zones. And under this component, we are funding that activity. The last part or section on their proposal is to have collection centers.
We are seeing, because it's a condition of the global gap, that horticulture produce, especially fruits, must be traced through a collection center. We see we are moving forward in the right direction, and our aim purpose is to create wealth for the small-scale farmers. I think the small-scale mango farmer in Makueni will have their incomes improved. We have seen them also through the PO, because they have a bargaining power. Now they sell collectively and they are not exploited. So that is another area which actually has helped us as PO to also supply them with more seedlings. In fact, they are buying seedlings from the nursery, and they are now increasing their orchards. So you can say that we are happy with this program, and I believe before it is over, we'll have moved from one position to a good position, even to be able to export directly without passing to any middlemen or any other exporters.
3 other organizations have qualified and received inclusion grants. Some of the other organizations that have been selected for support include Makueni Green Grams Growers Cooperative Society and Makueni Indigenous Cooperative Society. During the PICD process, residents of the Kimakiu, Kalanzoni and Care wards proposed the rehabilitation of the Kilombo Earth Dam in order to address the scarcity of water in the area. Washed away in 1982, the dam site covers an area of over 5,000 acres, and once complete, it will provide water to over 20 villages residing in the 2 wards. The project, through the supporting county community-led development component, has invested in the rehabilitation of the dam and protection of the catchment area. The environmental and social impact assessment for the dam was completed and the project management committee established.
We are on course because first was to conserve the catchment. But now, by end of today, close of business today, 7th January, we'll be putting the advert on the works that will be done on the dam, that is dissertation and building the embankment and whatever we have on that. So the tender document will be uploaded today in our system. You know, as we do open contracting, so we had to follow procedure. I know we were behind schedule a bit, but because of our own procedures in the county government.
What we've managed to do is we've done a lot of terracing, where we marked terraces, and the community, through their community contribution, were to excavate the terraces. We've also done a cut of drain. We have done a lot of tree planting. We've given seedlings for high-value agroforestry activities, and these trees were to be given as an incentive to those people who will have carried out terracing. That we've done. And thank God we've had very good rains in the 2019 short rains, November, December rainfall. So now the trees have peaked. We are currently finalizing on the gambions that we were supposed to do. And once we are done with the gambions, we shall now proceed on to come and treat, to come and work on the earth dam.
For around 2 months or so, ndio tumechimba hizi mitaro, mashimo, tukaleta miti, tukaja tukaweka. Na tunaona vile program inaendelea, tuseme for at around 6 months hapa pataonekana change, na within 1 year itakuwa nzuri zaidi. Ndio hata hao wenye wako hapa hivi, kwa sababu hawajaangalia sana, waone ni jambo nzuri, hata wao waendelee.
Already, 12 kilometers of terraces have been done, more than 300 gabions constructed, and seedlings distributed to the communities living around the catchment area.
When we plotted our quotations, as the contractor was looking for the seedlings, he identified that PO, the one who was qualified for funding, the Makueni Food Value Chain Cooperative Society Limited, had already certified nursery for mangoes. So we linked them to the contractor, to the supplier, and he was able to sell to the supplier.
Ile tumepanda hivi baada ya mwaka 2-3, kwa maana ni ile ambayo si ile ya kukongojea, hiyo huwa haraka sana, na wakati itakuja kuwa, kwa maana sitakuwa mimi peke yangu, itakuwa ni watu wengi, tutakuja tuitane, tuseme tuna mbakato, ije chukuliwe kwa wengi, tuwe ni kama society hivi, itakuja kutusaidia baada ya mwaka 2, mwaka 3.
Vulnerable and marginalized community members were identified, one from each of the 20 villages, and have had farm ponds excavated and constructed in their farms.
Haya maji ikiuza mboga itapelekea watoto school fees, wale wengine itawanunulia chakula, na mimi nitakula pamoja nao. Ng'ombe zangu hazitakuwa na shida tena ya maji. Asitaenda kuchota maji mahali pengine kwa sababu maji iko hapa. Haya, asante. Haya, karibu tena.
Also during the farm pond excavations, we used our own backup from the county, but the shaping of the farm ponds we used youth employment. That subcommittee on the ground, which is community driven, was the one which was responsible for employing the youth.
Chukuliwa tukaanza kutoa hiyo mshanga, hiyo ilikuwa imeshimba ile tractor. Sasa tulichukuliwa watu, tulikuwa watu 8. Sasa tulichukuliwa tulikuwa tunalipwa pesa. Tumetoa tu mshanga, tukatengeneza bonyi ponds, ikakuwa vizuri, ikakuwa nzuri. Sasa walianza kukuja na kuweka hii fence, kuweka hii karatasi.
Through the last component, project coordination and management, the county has so far conducted baseline surveys in order to incorporate and understand data from the field about the intended project beneficiaries. The project is also conducting trainings for the various subcommittees at the community level.
We have been training the various sub-committees in the community. We have one we call Social Accountability and Integrity Committee, which ensures that once the community has procured the items, they are procured correctly and they sign before the community can pay. Basically, this project is empowering the community to manage their own resources and their own procurement, because as I said in that component 1, the 33 million, that money is entirely finished by the community. They are doing all the procurements. At a county, we're just assisting them with capacity building and checking on whether they are doing it correctly.
Being driven wholly by the community, the NARIGP project has provided an opportunity for the beneficiaries to own success of the project, and as such sustain gains accrued from its implementation. Both the county government, project officers and community members in Makueni have put mechanisms in place to ensure that even with the exit of the project, structures and investments left behind will continue to impact the lives of the community.
These are projects that were identified by the community, like in the past whereby people could think the community was this. But this one, through the participatory integrated community development, the PSCD process, it is the community who identified those projects, and we have given them to manage them by giving them the seed money. That is the initial funding. And of course, with the continuous supervision, continuous backstopping by the field extension staff, we hope will achieve sustainability.
As a result of the intervention by the NARIGP project and the support it has received from all stakeholders in Makueni, visible impacts can already be seen in the lives of the beneficiaries. With song, cheer and beautiful smile, the joy is obvious.
Everybody from the World Bank, the consultants, the National Coordinating Unit, the County Coordinating Unit, the CTAC and the teams, everybody is working to make sure that we get to that. And there is that cohesiveness, and the cohesiveness, and that we are all together. When there is even a problem, when there is a delay, when there is a challenge, we come together, whether the World Bank, whether the county governments, and we talk issues, and that makes the project at least thrive.
Tukaona hii mradi ikiendelea hivyo, elia hii tutakuwa tuko na mapato pia. Pondaje niko yu na pia profit. Hakutakuwa na mtu masikini.
It is evident that in years to come and with maximum impact, mangoes won't be the only thing that Makueni will be famous for.